Today we're going to start in the Halfguard. So we're going to start our Halfguard series, start working on some of the basics from here, what I want from you, and some of the better options from here. So today we're going to work on kind of getting up from Halfguard into Dogfight series and some of the options to retake that top position. So if you're in Halfguard, it's not a bad spot to be in, but it's not always a good spot to be in. So you want to change that pretty quickly. One of the easiest ways to do that is to work your way up from here. A couple just basics of Halfguard. If you were ever flat on your back in your Halfguard, you're wrong. There's nothing you should be doing here. You're just immediately wrong. Now, as far as where you should be on your hip, ribs, and side here, maintaining the distance that you want with your top leg. So bottom leg should have a nice active hook on his legs. Your top leg, couple positional options. My personal favorite, I like to put my knee right in their kind of belly button to sternum area, and I like to just put my feet together. I don't cross them. I just kind of do praying hands with my feet. Does that make sense? That way, because I don't want to have to uncross them to go to do something, but I also don't want them real loosey-goosey because everyone and their brother thinks they're a leg locker these days. So I like to keep them tight so that it keeps them a little bit protected, but also gives me the mobility I want. Now, I like to maintain a little distance here and keep him framed out. So I'm keeping my elbows in, keeping him blocked from just driving on. Because what James is trying to do here is he's trying to pressure down on me, flatten and tap. So we're here, we're keeping that distance we want while keeping him from underhooks and from attacks right here, okay? Just some of the more basic positioning things on half. Now, first thing we're gonna do with half when I'm here is I like to just set this hand right on top of my thigh and kind of use that to block. Because James is gonna be trying to do a couple things, either digging for that underhook or looking to do something with my legs. I don't care which it is, I'm using this hand to block and maintain the distance here. Now all we're gonna do is I'm gonna kick this leg through. Now as soon as I kick that leg through, naturally that's going to sit me up. I'm not smart enough to remember which of Newton's laws that is, but equal and opposite reaction, right? If I kick this forward, naturally something has to take its place. Pop. All right? So I'm gonna use that. When I kick this leg up, I'm gonna look for the underhook with this hand, putting my unicorn horn right under James's jaw where it connects into his neck. Pop. Here. I'm posting this foot up and using this hand as the other post. Now, this hand here has a couple options. I prefer just reaching across to that far side hip and getting control here. Some people will grab the belt, some people will grab the jacket, the pants, I don't care. That's dealer's choice. I just like a good hip grip because that's gi or no gi. All right? Now, once you're here, this foot, I'm gonna drive up into him a little bit, and this foot's gonna hook his ankle that you have trapped right now. And I'm gonna pull that leg back to pull his knee. As I do that, I'm gonna push myself up, coming up to both knees and pinching his leg here. All right? This is called the dogfight position, and we're gonna work getting here first before we work a couple really good options here. But I'm here, I'm maintaining the distance, keeping my feet tight here, keeping James from smashing me here, because he's going to be trying to smash and pass, or guys are going to be trying to like back up and stand up out of this. I don't want that either, so I'm keeping him here where I want him with that distance management. Boom, I'm here. I kick that knee up, reach for the hip, post, post. This foot drags his ankle out, pushes in, and I keep this leg pinched in between my knees here. For those of you who have wrestled before, this is a wizard position from a single leg. Same concept, and we're going to use a lot of those same principles to score from here. But I want to get here first and work from there. Questions on getting to this position? We're going to work on finishes and ideas and options out of it.
If you're having a hard time getting that leg hooked, can you leave the bottom hook in or out?
You can, it's just a little less effective. So what he's asking is, if I come up here and I can't for whatever reason get this hooked, can I drag this out? Yes. It's just a little less effective because you don't have the leverage, would be my biggest note. But most of the time, what I look to do is I just look to stomp right behind his butt because generally, unless they're sitting on their ankles there, you should be able to get it. But other big note on this, making sure you keep your neck and head up here, because if you go head down here, all James has to do is crush it and then choke you. So making sure you keep that head and that neck tight and tough here. Boom, drag that ankle out, drive up. Alrighty? Yes, Kat?
You said that it gets stuck, right? I couldn't.
No, he said if you can't drag that ankle out,
Okay, so what did you say?
it's less effective, you just drag your bottom leg.
When you're posting behind you, is there a certain angle you want to reach behind or keep within?
So what you're looking for is to keep it in line, this line, tight into your neck. So you're not looking to be here, you're not looking to have it in front of you, you're kind of looking to have it at that 45 almost, to keep as tight of a line up and into him as you can. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're trying to make your arm like sit.
Yeah, you're setting that post here and that post here. So that way if he drives into me, he's driving into this arm. He's got to collapse that arm to have a chance at flattening me back out. Make sense? Other questions? One more time for posterity's sake. Boom, I'm framing James. I don't like what he's doing. Boom. I come up, hip, post. Drag that ankle, drive him up and in. Here, and we'll stop. Alrighty? 1, 2, 3.
My bag under the pinch under my in pocket. The side has got wraps on it.
Boom, I'm here. James is doing stuff. I kick up, come up. I drag this ankle out. Bop. As I come up here, boom. Now, a lot of people here are going to start to kind of look to put pressure down and kind of base here. That's perfect. I don't care. All we're going to do, my hand that is on the hip, I'm going to look to sneak it down and grab his far side ankle here. My head I'm keeping up this entire time. I'm going to drive into him and over that ankle just that little bit. As soon as I feel his weight shift, because a lot of his weight's going to be on this shoulder right here. So he's going to be looking to put weight on that shoulder here. That's fine. I'm going to ankle, drive back here. As soon as I feel that weight shift, my post hand sneaks across and blocks that knee. I'm going to drive into him and sprawl my hips. Keeping a hand on that knee. You may lose the ankle pretty early. That's fine. Once you get here, all you have to do, walk towards the head. James will either start to turn into you for side control, or he'll roll away to let you take his back. Either way, I don't care. You've taken the top position, which is our goal. So I'm here for Mr. Hackett. Good things are happening. I get my elbows to the inside here. Boom, I kick up. Drag the ankle out here. Boom. Head up. This hand reaches across. Drive in and onto that ankle. This knee kicks and I pull that leg in. Walk behind. Look to secure side control. I always like to put his bottom knee right by his butt. So that way if I can keep him in like a gift wrap or in this side position here, I like that a lot. Gives me some good options to be under when I need. Questions on the finish here, Carolyn?
Well, you're grabbing the ankle, you have to see there,
Yeah.
but you don't have to keep it in rapid succession around it, or is there other parts where you can kind of slow down and...
Once you get them broke down to their hip, you can slow down a touch, but you want to keep good pressure the entire time. So I wouldn't say you lose your sense of urgency there. It just doesn't have to be super fast once they get to that. Once you get their hip here and you have the foot trapped, you have pretty solid control of them. Does that make sense? Other questions? Nothing? All right, one more for posterity's sake. I'm here, blocking, set myself up, drag the ankle out, drive up, pick that ankle, drive across, walk behind, take either side control, the back, whatever he gives you. All right? 1, 2, 3. I get with James. I'm doing cool stuff. Boom. I sit up. I drag that ankle out. But now we have to work under the assumption that James unfortunately does not suck at jiu-jitsu. It'd be really nice if he did, but we have to work off that, right? So he's going to instantly start to widen his base here. post that hand and start adding some shoulder pressure here. Gonna make it real tough to grab that ankle and drive across a real wide base. So all we're gonna do is fake him out, and I'm gonna wave to Chad, because Chad's a nice guy. I've known him for a long time. Saw a really adorable picture of me and Soda the other day. It popped up on my Facebook memories, made me laugh. He was, I don't know, 4, 5. It was hilarious to me. So I'm here, I drive into him just that little bit. This hand, instead of reaching for that ankle, I'm just gonna look to windshield wiper it out and come through here and wave at Chad. As soon as that hand comes around, boom. Take that back, start working here. But all we're doing, it's called a limp arm. I overemphasize the wave and all that for a classical teaching effect. But all we're doing is letting his pressure work against him. Because a lot of guys are just gonna get here and kind of try to stall a little bit. They're just gonna try to base here. There. So all you're doing is using that pressure against them. Very simple, very easy. You can catch a lot of good guys off because they're waiting for you to hit that drive across double. They're waiting for you to try to walk towards that back. All you're doing is using that pressure against them. So I'm here. James's leg is in the middle here. I'm keeping that good pinch here. Boom, he's hitting that pressure. My hand comes through our hip pocket, out and around here. Now, to take the back, all we're gonna do, seatbelt grip, I like to just pick this ankle up and roll him towards me. That gives you your first hook, then you just gotta look for the second one. Makes it real simple. All right, questions on that one?
That last part where you hook the leg again.
Yes. So boom, I'm here so you can see it. So boom, I'm right here, right? Boom, I come out. All we're doing is I'm keeping this hook here. I'm going to pick that ankle up and roll over my own leg. Once you get him onto his hip, then just put your other hook in. Now you have the back, 4 points. And depending on the tournament, you're going to go 2, then 4. Sweep, they'll count that as a sweep. So you'll have a 2, then a 4. You involved your legs. I disagree. I think it's a reversal, but it is 2, then 4.
If you don't use the leg and you still get the back, you not get the 2 points.
You wouldn't get the 2. You'd get the 4, but you wouldn't get the 2.
Can you show me the previous move with you guys facing that way so I can see what you're doing from behind?
So the one we're working now, or the drive
erotic
across?
going on here either.
Huh?
Nothing erotic. Just want to see.
Yeah. So I'm here. So you're talking about driving across?
No, I want to see the previous move that we did when you popped up and then reach over and grab the knee.
Oh, okay. So when we're here.
Okay, so you're just dropping your arm down and grabbing. You're not going across with your right arm. Okay. I was just doing something stupid and I couldn't.
Yeah. No, you're dropping that hand right below his butt.
Okay.
To snap that ankle. And I'm using just that little bit of pressure just to get his weight on top of it.
Okay.
And then I reach across with that right hand.
Okay, thank you.
On that last one. But questions on this one? Like I said, you limp arm out, wave big, that hand should come around to the hip, and then your top hand comes for that backpack drill we worked 1,000 times. Then all you do, you sit them into your backpack, take the back. All right? 1, 2, 3. On what we were just doing. That's complicated enough. If you're feeling pretty confident with that, I'm going to give you a little bit of a fun one. So I'm here, boom, I'm working with James. I kick my leg up, I come up, right? I go here, I drive into him, but James is going to be just a real big, strong boy, right? He's a big, strong boy. So he's going to put a lot of shoulder pressure in, and I just don't like that, right? So I'm here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to really sit James into the leg that I have here. I'm going to look to pull that weight here. As I do that, I'm going to swing my knee under to pinch his knee here. So my knee should be right on the front of his thigh here. Bop. As soon as we go there, my head and my arm are going to shoot for his far ankle here. Bop. I pinch my knees, come through on top. Now it's almost the same as the first. Sprawl and walk behind. Just a real simple roll through, but if you're still newer, like I said, take your time, get the other 2 first. So we're here, good things are happening, sit up. Over, I drive up, James is a big strong boy. I sit him into me, Collapse over that knee. Hip and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you with commitment issues, you have to leave those at the edge of the mat. When you start this roll, you have to go. If you stop halfway in the middle of this one, all you've done is flatten yourself out in the most awkward way possible. So once you go, you gotta go. No more commitment issues. Put up. All right. So, questions on this one? A few more experienced guys. Newer guys, just get those first two down. But if you've been here a while, you got a little color on your belt, a couple stripes up. Try this out. It's a nice one because it gives you a good mix of, depending on how they react, how you can react. If they're trying to sit there and just kind of playing that game with you, boom, you can pick that knee. They're putting a little pressure, trying to widen that base, boom, take their back. If they're really trying, a lot of wrestlers will overcorrect here. If you get into that dogfight position, they overcorrect and they're like, I'm gonna shoulder you through the mat. And it's like, thank you. Roll through.
So that's just when they were
Yeah, if you wizard too hard on me, I'm just rolling you. I'm not putting that much effort into fighting you that direction. Why? You have good leverage and a good positioning. Why fight you where you're strong? It's like, hey, you know that really big brick wall right there? I'm going to try to run my head through it. Instead of the window right there. Like, run your head through the window. Use the advantage you have. Don't try to run your heads through brick walls. All right? Make sense? Questions? One more time for posterity. Pop, I'm blocking, I'm doing stuff. Sit up. Drive the ankle. Drive up. I push into him, he drives away, hard down. Pop, pinch that knee, pull that hip, roll. Take that side control. Alrighty? 1, 2, 3.